Hello and welcome to our CADclip video series on design options in Revit Architecture 2011. Design options is also available in Revit Structure and Revit MEP. So the lessons you learn here are applicable really to all the disciplines. You're just using different objects. I know that with Revit MEP and design options with regards to the systems and system management still has some challenges. But for Revit Architecture and Structure, everything that is here is probably applicable. It is. So I've started out with just a file and a project that comes with this series, and it's a file that gets progressed throughout the series, and then when you purchase this training, you get the model before and after. So the completed version of the model with all your design options, and the original which has no design options. So we provide those two Revit files for you. So I've just placed some views here, elevations and 3D views on a sheet view here. I don't have any title block or border, but I have placed the views on here. And here's an example of where we can have a design option set called facade, and we have one option, two options, three options, and four options. And there's some minor changes with regards to the roof and the windows, etc. on these different options. And we also have our Nook option down here, option set. We have option 1, 2, and 3. So we'll show you how to build these, and I'll just flip over here to a 3D view, and from here we're going to teach you some theory to start with a bunch of notes that I'm going to show you that are part of the project file here, and we'll teach you all about the different design option buttons down here where we can use, go into the design options and create a design option set with the individual options, and then I'll show you how to use the make primary, rename, duplicate, delete. Okay, option sets up in here for these guys, rename, delete, accept primary. That's actually our last lesson. So option sets, options, and then what you do is you use your editing button down inside of here, and there's a drop down. You can't quite see that, but this 3D view is set up to be automatic, which means that if I change to say facade option 2, it shows me that view. If I change my editing active editing option to facade 3, it'll show me facade 3. If I go to facade 4, again, it's doing this. If I go to Nook option 1, I need to shift middle mouse and swivel around the back. There's my Nook option 1, and there's my Nook option 2. So different option set, 3 different options. One has a regular bump out, one has an extended Nook, and one has no Nook at all. So we'll show you how to build all that piece by piece quite nicely, and how to use the add to set button here where you can move objects from the main model to the options. We'll explain what the difference is and how the primary option has got a leg up on the other secondary options. Okay, segueing into the fact that we do start off with several lessons on theory. So if you go to the drafting view of this file that you get with this series, we have some notes inside of here, and this is just text notes placed on a drafting view, and I've just got some notes in here on my version of this is a process you should use when you start using design options. Once you understand it all and it all makes sense, you can do whatever you want with it, and you will find yourself going quite quickly actually. So we take it slow so you can go fast. And so I start out with a bunch of homegrown notes here, and just some information, and we're going to go through this in the beginning. So we will go through all of this point by point, explain this, extended notes and different scenarios and stuff down inside of here. So we'll start with some theory, and then we will segue into the modeling option. Also in a drafting view within this project, I give you just pasted image files of what you're trying to get to. So as you're working through this, you can actually slip over here to the drafting view and say, okay, I'm working on option 2. This is what it's supposed to be: double hung windows with the hip roof, right? Option 1 has gables on the front, hip on the side, little different roof detail, and some casement windows, etc. Okay, option 3 over here, little different again. Okay, and option 4, then we have this. So this comes with the training series, and this is kind of used as guidelines. So we do some theory and some notes, and then we eventually work our way into providing all the different design options. So there is 34 videos in this series, and as usual, I always learn something as I go through this myself. So you may want to even jump ahead. It's up to you on how experienced you are with using design options. I suggest, if you are a bit of a rookie, to go through them one video at a time, and at the end it'll start all coming together. So I wish you luck in this series, and we'll teach you all about design options and all of the control aspects of design options.